And you've probably heard of Comic-Con or maybe BravoCon, but what about TeebCon? That's the name of a pop culture and tabletop gaming convention in Duluth this weekend. The two-day gathering at the DECC celebrates sci-fi, fantasy, video games, tabletop games, and many types of fandom. The con featured artists, vendors, and even some celebrity guests from American Gladiators and Star Wars. The namesake behind the event is a Northlander named Stephen Carbo. Teeb was a nickname for Carbo. When he was planning the convention, they decided to call the event TeebCon, but that may change down the line. Carbo says it was quite a weekend.
I love it. I mean, I've had about 7 hours of sleep in 3 days, but I feel energized and excited. I'm upright. I just absolutely love it, and it seems like everybody else loves it too.
Now here's how it all began. Carbo started the Minnesota Star Wars Collectors Alliance and then held a gathering for that of about 80 people. That effort grew into the Frozen Force, which was an artist showcase. He then paired with several local organizations to create TeebCon. Many attending say this type of event is much needed in our area.
There's so many people here who like cosplaying or have illustrations or like collecting, and for something like this to finally happen, I think it's so awesome.
And this year's gathering is also a fundraiser. Some of the money raised will go toward the Pediatric Oncology Treasure Chest, Minnesota Masonic Children's Clinic for Communication Disorders, and a Mental Wellness Scholarship. We've got more information about TeebCon at northernnewsnow.com. Though I really, Daniel, need to play with those lightsabers. It looks too fun.
It does look like a lot of fun. I know you're a huge Star Wars fan, and I'm curious if we were to maybe attend TeebCon next year, who you would go as from the Star Wars universe.
I would say probably R2-D2.
R2-D2? Or can you do the little beeps and boops and the whistles like R2-D2?
No.
No?
I would need, you know what, I'd have to use my phone with it on it, and then I would just put it out. I'm not good with accents
do a
or
little,
anything like that.
A little Chewbacca, a little...
You do that?
Wait, who would you be?
Chewbacca.
Of course.
I would just, so I can walk around and all day long. But I can't do that on the news for much longer. I got to talk about sports. It was